Hey y'all, happy Monday. We are starting a new week. I think there are officially 5 or 6 Mondays left until the end of the year, which is crazy. 5 or 6 Mondays left, y'all. So it's a countdown. It's a countdown. And I want you guys to go, I want all of us to go into this new year already adjusted, already, moving towards this new direction. We're not waiting until January 1 to say new year, new me. We're not doing that this year. It's a new year, new me today. It's a new me. It's a new year, new you right now. It is a new you and new year right now. Let me pin my little comment. Okay, perfect. We're doing it now. We are doing it now. Somebody comment day 1. Hey, y'all. Somebody comment day 1. Somebody comment day 1. And what I need you to do today, what we are talking about is protecting your purpose. And y'all know that these messages for our More Money Monday always come to me like Saturday night, Sunday night, sometimes even early Monday morning for what I feel needs to be shared with my community. And so today the message is protecting your purpose. And it's probably going to take a turn that you're not going to expect, because there's a couple different things that I want to share with you with regard to what that means to protect your purpose. So what I need you guys to do is to hit that arrow at the bottom, and on YouTube, share this out with 10 people. Share this with 10 people who you know need to receive this message. Share this with 10 people who need to start their Monday off right, who need to start their week off right, who need to finish their year strong. Share this out with 10 people, because you have to spread the wealth. And somebody might not be on their phone right now, and they need to come and pick up their phone so they can receive this message, okay? So make sure that you share this out with 10 people. Now, what's really key that I want you guys to understand is I talk to you so much about protecting your legacy and building your business and setting your life up so that everything gets passed down to your children, to your nieces, nephews, whomever you want to ensure receive the blessings. Now, what I need you to understand is, as you are building, this is why I always tell you guys that you need to protect what you're building with a trust, right? I always tell you guys that you are working too hard to be lackadaisical about what you are building. And here's something that I want you to understand. When I say that you need to get a trust, a lot of the time people think that getting a trust is only for those who have a lot of money, is only for those who have a lot of assets, is only for those who have, property, investment accounts, millions. No. Whatever you have acquired up until this point, you still need to make sure that it's protected in a trust. Because if it's not, guess what? When you pass away, even if you have a will, the courts, when you go to probate, they will determine how much of your assets get passed along. And so the reason why I'm making sure that you guys understand this is so that you see the value in who you are and what you have, even if it's not equated to $1 million yet, right? The life that you're living, what you're doing, what you're working on building, whether you've made $50,000 or $500,000, you still need to make sure that that is protected. Because when you value something, you protect it. This is why we have car insurance. Typically, this is why we have homeowners insurance. Typically, this is why we have renters insurance. You get insurance on your phone. All of these things you put in place to protect what is of value to you. But are you of value to you? Are you of value to you? You really have to ask yourself that, because we often think we're only valuable based off of the balance that's in our bank account. But even if the balance in your bank account is $1,000, but you're working, you have property, not even like real estate property, but you own things, you're building, you have a job, you invest a little bit, you're starting something, you're working on something. You having a trust is ensuring that all of the work you are currently doing, whether it equals to society's standard of success or not, you see yourself and you see what you're building as valuable enough that it should be protected even when you're not here. So when I say protect your purpose, right? I want you guys to see yourself and what you're doing and the steps you're taking and the effort you're making as valuable enough to be protected. One way to protect it is in a trust, right? Let's come back to that. Another way to protect it is by the choices that you make and who you allow to validate your purpose and your ideas or not. So it's a couple things we got to talk about today. Yes, you need to have a trust, because you being on this earth and passing away without something that protects what you've built, whether what you've built ends up equaling $1 million or not. Again, your value, your destiny, the assignment God has placed over your life has nothing to do with whether you make $1 billion, 100 million, 3 million or not. You are here to produce something. You are here to live out a purpose. And if you do not protect that, when we leave here, the next people that come behind us have to start from square one versus starting from the square you left off of. So you need to make sure you protect your purpose by way of having an actual entity that ensures all the work you are doing isn't going to be for nothing. And the reason why this is so important, y'all, and I'm shifting in my chair because you know when it starts flowing, it starts flowing. The reason why this is so important is this. We often think that, especially us as women, as African Americans, as people of color, we don't often associate what we have with something that needs to be protected because we don't look at what we have as a lot. That's why this isn't taught as a standard. You need to have a trust, right? Even myself, I didn't realize that having a trust was necessary until last year. That's 29 years on earth that I thought having a will was enough or not having anything was enough. And that obviously when my parents go, I inherit what they have. No. The reason why this is not normal knowledge, the reason why this is not taught to us in school is because we already grow up in this society with the perception that we don't have anything to protect, that we don't have any assets to pass down, that we don't have enough value to where getting a trust is necessary. And see, because of the fact that we grow up with that mentality already, guess what? That permeates into how we see ourselves. That permeates into how we see our business. That permeates into the potential we believe that we have. And it permeates into how we see our purpose. Because of the fact that we tend to think we don't have anything valuable to protect on the outside, we also tend to think that we don't have anything valuable to protect on the inside. But I need you to comment, I am valuable. I need you to write that in the comments. Y'all too, YouTube. I need you to write in the comments, I am valuable. And that's very important for you to say to yourself every single day, every single moment, that you are valuable, that you are worth protecting. Because again, as I told you all, and I have told you these last several Mondays, you are here on an assignment. You already have a purpose outlined. But if you're exposing yourself and you're not protecting what is in you and the assignment and the purpose that you're meant to fulfill, you're doing yourself a disservice. So the first way that we need to establish protection is via a trust. The second way that we need to establish protection is people are not always going to understand what you are here to do. So you protect your purpose and you protect your value and you protect your self-esteem and the way that you see yourself by only sharing your purpose and only sharing your ideas with those who are going to understand it and are going to support it. See, many of you guys in here, and I can even say this for myself, I hesitated for a long time to go and do what I am doing because the people that I was sharing my idea with were not protective of my purpose. And I wasn't protective of my purpose. So they're telling me, no, I don't think that's a good idea. You just need to get a job. You need to do this, and that. That's not going to work. You have 4 kids. You have children. You have this, you have that. You need to do something that's stable, that's guaranteed. How many of y'all can relate to that? Comment me in the chat. How many of y'all have had someone that you love, care about, hang out with, tell you at some point that they don't think you should pursue what you know you want to pursue? I know we all have. My own parents told me that after my divorce, when I was at home at my mom's house, get something stable, Ellie. You're a mother of 4. How are you going to take care of yourself? And it doesn't mean we throw shade at those people, but you protecting your purpose and you protecting the value that is within you means having the discernment. Somebody comment the word discernment. It means having the discernment to know that not everyone can understand your assignment because it's not theirs. And so that means having the discernment to know who you talk about your assignment to, who you talk about your purpose to. And when you have that initial conversation and you get that feedback where they say, I don't think you should do it, I think you should do something else, or I think you should do something safe, then you have the discernment to say, I'm not going to give up on my purpose and my idea because of that, because of what this person said to me. But I am going to make a mental note that that's not the person I share my purpose with anymore. That's not the person I talk about my assignment with. That's not the person that I go to for feedback on my ideas. That is you protecting your purpose. That is you protecting what you are meant to go out and achieve. Because again, we're already conditioned to think that we don't have things of value. We're already conditioned to think that our ideas won't work. We're conditioned to believe that going to school, getting a job, and retiring at 65 are the safe options. So anytime you receive your assignment and believe that there's something more for you, there are going to be a lot of people who do not agree. But the way that you keep yourself intact, the way that you continue to give yourself strength and confidence to do what you are meant to do is to protect yourself. And so sometimes protecting yourself means you can't hang out with all those people you used to hang out with. You can't talk to all those people you used to talk to. You can't get validation from all those people you used to get validation from. You can't do that anymore. You can't. Because people have to understand, and this is something I had to learn as well, protecting yourself is not selfish. Because let me tell you something. You know yourself. You know that you may not ever go out and intentionally try to destroy someone's idea. You know that you do not have negative intentions to people. You know that you are not going to go out and try to use someone. You know that you are not going to go out and try to dim someone else's light. You're not going to go out and try to dim someone else's light. You know that about yourself. But let me tell you something that I had to learn the hard way. Who you are is not who everybody else is. Who you are is not who everybody else is. And even though you wouldn't do it to someone, doesn't mean someone wouldn't do it to you. This is why you have to protect your purpose. Because you can be the most loving, good intention, want to share, want to build with everyone. Come on, let's do it. Let's start this. Let's do this business. Let's get this property. Let's go here. Let's do this. That's in your heart. But what I need you to understand is that's not in everybody's heart. That's not in everybody's heart. So deciding to protect yourself is not selfish. Deciding to protect yourself is you actually being full. Is actually you being completely full and deciding to honor what you are here to do. That's what that is. Because what will happen is when you decide to be very protective of your purpose, people will not understand. They're going to say that you changed. They're going to say that you're acting different. They're going to say that you don't hang out anymore. You don't talk to them anymore. That's not selfish. That is you deciding to make your assignment number one in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. Because if God is sitting in front of you right now today and said, Ashley, this is what you are here on earth to do, I need you to focus on it 100%. Are you going to focus on it, yes or no? Comment in the chat. Are you going to focus on it, yes or no? If it came to you that clearly and God is seated right before you and said, this is what you are here on earth to fulfill, this is your purpose, this is your assignment, you need to make sure before you come back to me that this is done, are you going to work on it, yes or no? I see some yeses. I hope yes. I know for me, yes. So the same way that we would give our 100% focus, energy, and attention to it if it was made that clear to us, that idea that you can't stop thinking about, the thing you keep trying, the vision you have for your life, you've got to know that that is just as clear as God sitting right before you and telling you what you need to do. So you cannot let it slide. You cannot afford to do things that keep you distracted from fulfilling the assignment that you're meant to do. You can't afford it. You have to treat it as if it is that clear. And it is. The only thing that's making you doubt how clear it is the people or the circumstances that are currently telling you, no, it's not going to work. I don't think you should do it. It never works for anybody else, so why would it work for you, right? These are all the things we receive. And so you listening to that, you might be looking at your current circumstance. You might be looking at your current bank account balance. You're looking at all these things. They're making you think that you cannot achieve what you keep thinking about. But those ideas that are planted, they come directly from God. There's a reason that you want to open that hair salon. There's a reason that you want to open that gym. There's a reason that you want to open these studios. There's a reason you see yourself traveling all the time. There's a reason you want to become the first millionaire in your family. There's a reason for all of that, and it's connected to what you're meant to do here. But because we're often not protective enough over our purpose, and we're not protective enough over who we are, is why it gets permeated, and then we start to doubt it because someone else's voice is telling us to doubt it. But you can't afford that. You can't afford it. You have to act on it as if it came directly from God's mouth. Every single day, all the time. And another reason why you have to be so protective over your purpose is because these things that you want to accomplish, these ideas that you have, they can be reassigned. Have you guys ever experienced where you have an idea and you're like, oh, that's a great idea. Like, I should do that one day. And then for whatever reason, you don't do it, you move on, you think about something else, time goes by, and then you see your idea created. Has that ever happened to you? Yes or no? It's definitely happened to me a ton of times where you've had an idea and you're like, oh, that would be super dope. I don't see that. And maybe you even start to work on it. But for whatever reason, you get discouraged, you stop, you're like, oh, it's too much, I gotta work, different things get in the way. And then a year later, 2 years later, however many years, even months, you see it. Somebody else has done it. Has that happened to y'all? Yes? You know why? Because if the assignment is not acted on, the assignment gets reassigned to someone else. This is why you have to be very protective over what you have. This is why you have to be protective of that purpose. This is why you have to act on it. This is why you have to make moves on it. Because there are certain things that God needs to be developed on earth. There are certain things that need to be completed. And you are first chosen to be the one to bring that to fruition. But because the idea needs to happen, because the assignment needs to be executed, there's a possibility that if you don't execute it, it gets reassigned. It gets reassigned. Because let me tell you something. Jeff Bezos, for example, he's not the only one who thought of Amazon. He's not the only one who saw this e-com world starting to come. But for as far as we know, he is the one that acted on the assignment first. So you have to act on your assignment. Somebody write that down. Comment that in the chat. Act on my assignment. You have to act on your assignment. No matter how scary it is, no matter who's telling you you can't do it, no matter how many people are like, she crazy or he's crazy, I told her, no matter how many people make you feel that, no matter how impossible it looks, you have to act on your assignment. You have to. You have to act on your assignment. And doing whatever it takes to believe in yourself and to move forward on your idea is being protective over your purpose. Because you believe in it enough and you value it enough that you are going to get up, take that step forward, and try. And go after it. And not doubt yourself. And have no fear. I need you to be fearless. I need you to be so filled with confidence that you do not even see a plan B. You don't even see an opportunity for failure. You don't even, you know it's possible, but you don't see it as failures. You just see it as lessons that will then get you closer to what you're meant to be and what you're meant to do. Protecting your purpose and protecting who you are means seeing yourself as so valuable that there's no way you're not gonna try because of how much you love yourself, because of how much you know you have to offer, because of how much you want your kids to see an example of what it means to be confident. That is it. So when I talk about getting a trust, right? That's a document that is going to protect your legacy, is going to protect what you have. But what that really comes down to is seeing yourself and your value and what you're working for and what you're acquiring, whether it's more than $1 million or not, is seeing it as valuable enough that you're not willing to mess around with it not being kept secure. You're not willing to risk all that you are not coming to fruition. Because you see yourself as valuable, as so valuable, that why would you not take that step forward? Why would you not go out on a limb? Why would you not go after everything just because it's available to you? Why would you not? So when we think about why we hold ourselves back from certain opportunities, when we think about why we tell ourselves, no, I can't do that, why? Why do we do that? A lot of it is connected to how valuable we see ourselves as, and that who made us get to the point where we don't see ourselves as valuable? Who made us get to the point where we doubt the idea and the purpose that we have? You have to unpack that. Because when I tell myself, and my insecurities flare up, and I tell myself, well, I don't think I can go here. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I could host this. I don't think I could publish that. All the things, I have to say, well, wait a minute now, Ellie. Wait a minute. There's a reason that you have that idea. There's a reason this exists. So are you not seeing yourself as valuable enough to believe that you have the chance, to believe that you can take that step, to believe that you can have that opportunity? And who made you think that? Who made you think that? And you got to take it and you got to throw it away. Because God and limitations don't go together. Purpose and limitations don't go together. It is only our experience here and the people we deal with and the different things that make us believe we are limited, that make us believe there's certain things we can't do. But when we were created, you were created without limitation. So this is why you have to protect that. Because so much of what we deal with on a daily basis doesn't want us to see ourselves as great as we are. Because it's easier to make someone believe that they should just go to school, get a job, retire at 65. It's much easier to just have someone believe that. It's just easier. Going and creating your own and building something on your own is hard. It is hard. It's easier to do what everyone wants you to do. But that other side, the hard side, that's your assignment. That's what you're here to do. You're here to do more than what people think you can do. Because people are here, but God is enormous. There are no limits. Except for the ones people attempt to put on you and those that we agree with and then put on ourselves. So when I'm telling you that you need to protect your purpose, you need to protect your ideas, you need to protect your energy, you need to protect your assets, all of these things go hand in hand. This is all in relation to how much you value yourself. How much you value yourself. No one ever determines how qualitative you are. Only you do. That is between you and God alone. You were already born with what you need to go and create the life that you want. Now it's up to you to decide, are you going to use it? But it's already in you. It's already there. You already came here with it. Now it's up to you to decide, are you going to be protective of that? And are you going to use it to build the life that you know you want? And once you've built it, are you going to make sure that you really protect it and make sure you have things like a trust fund to ensure all of your hard work doesn't go to waste? It's already in you. You already came here with it. But we tend to allow people to make us think that it's not there. But it's already in you. Somebody comment the words, use it. Somebody comment the words, use it. There's a different type of confidence that comes when you tell yourself that anything is possible for you. Anything is possible. You have to tell this to yourself every single day. I know we do these things on Monday. We have More Money Monday. But I need you to tell this to yourself on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day. You can do anything that you set your mind to. I just decided to release my own TV show. And I'm going to release it on YouTube. why can't you go out and do what you want to do? Because a lot of the time we connect what we want to do with the validation. But how many times have I told you, your purpose doesn't need validation. Your assignment doesn't need validation. You just need to go out and do it. And once you start doing it, and once you become enthralled in doing it and completely decided on taking action on what you know you want to do, the validation will come. The people who rock with you, the people who like it will come. And those who you had to protect yourself from will stay exactly where they are. They'll stay exactly where they are. And that's okay. That is okay. But as you go into this week, again, we protect things that we value. So do you value yourself? Because if you value yourself the way that you value the things you have, your car, your phone, your laptop, your house, your TV, your all those things, if you value yourself the way that you value that, you're not going to allow yourself to be exposed to people that make you feel small. You're not going to do things, you're not going to have conversations that don't leave you feeling full. You're not going to continue to give the best of yourself to people who give you the worst of them. You're not going to keep doing that. People should get the version of you that they deserve. People should get the version of you that they deserve. That is protecting yourself. So if an individual is giving you a certain level, then you give them back that same level. And you protect what belongs to you. You protect this idea. You protect this purpose. You protect this value. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down today. Drop a gem in the chat if that's making sense. Drop a gem in the chat, YouTube and IG, if that is making sense. I need y'all to really know that. And what's so amazing is, like, as I really start to adapt these messages and really start to do these things in my life, it encourages me to share them with you. Because I'm usually receiving these messages in congruence with things that I'm dealing with on my own. So we are all growing and building and seeing our own value together. You just need to act on it. You gotta act on it. You gotta protect it because it's meant for you. So what I want you guys to do is, I shared the Money Mindset phone number. Text Money Mindset to 310-564-0066. Yes, absolutely. Every day I send you guys affirmations in my Money and Mindset Club, as well as every week I send you a new lender to call. So our lender just got posted yesterday. I'll be posting another one tomorrow. So this week you actually get two. And then every month we have our group call, which is coming up on the 30th, the last day of the month. So you guys can join that at my page. You just subscribe. It is $5 a month, $4.99. So less than a cup of coffee, but I like to think that it fills you up every single day because you get these affirmations daily, you get the lenders weekly, and you get a call every month for $5 a month. Y'all know y'all need to join. So you can do that right at the subscribe button on my profile. You can text Money Mindset as well, and I can direct you on how to get there. But definitely join, you guys, and definitely go into this week with this mindset of protecting yourself, protecting your purpose, protecting what you're building, seeing yourself as valuable. Whatever amount of money is in your bank account right now is not connected to the value of who you are as a person. It's not connected to the value and the essence of who you are as an individual. Remember, you were born with no limitations. Everything that you need, you're already a complete meal. You're not a snack, you're a meal. Everything that you need to go and build the life that you want to build, God already put it inside of you. But we tend to lack protection. We tend to expose it to the harshness of this world when we talk about it, to talk to the wrong people about it, and as well when we don't act on it. When we don't act on it, that light starts to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until we're 75 and we don't even have the energy to act on the purpose anymore. I want y'all to do everything. I just did my own TV show. Why not you? Go out, do that fashion show. Even if 3 people show up, you did it. Go out, get that studio. Go out, start that business. Go out, try to get that restaurant loan. Why not? Why not? Be bold. Be fearless. The great thing, I love observing my children because children don't yet have that negativity that life puts on us. You know what I'm saying? Children don't have that yet. There's no one, hopefully, telling them you can't do this, there's no one limiting them. They still have that God limitless essence. And it's so amazing. But somewhere along the line, as we become adults, we lose it. We cannot protect it anymore because of the negativity, because of the people telling us to doubt it. But I want you to go back and see yourself. You're still that same limitless child that you came here as. You can still make it all happen. You just have to be a lot more protective of yourself and of your purpose than you were when you were a child. Because now, kids, people typically have the best intentions to kids. But adults, you go out and tell someone you want to start your restaurant, the first thing they might say is, ooh, that's hard. A lot of restaurant businesses fail. It costs a lot of money. I don't know. And now what? You're doubting. Limitless. Be bold. Be fearless. Do it all. Why not? Why not? I love y'all. I love y'all. I hope this was valuable to you. Again, make sure that you text Money Mindset to that number and go straight to the subscribe button on my page. Join the Money and Mindset Club for $5. And I will see you guys we'll have our call on the 30th. And then, of course, the lenders and affirmations are sent daily and weekly. All right? Bye.